When Meghan chose a tiara from the royal treasury for her wedding, she was refused it because of concerns about which royal person wore the tiara and how she was murdered. As you know, Meghan Markle wore Queen Mary's diamond-studded bandeau tiara on her wedding day to the British Queen's grandson. However, it wasn't the Americans' first choice. For her big day, she dreamed of something more grandiose. And she found such a piece of jewelry in the royal treasury. For some reason, Meghan had to settle for Queen Mary's tiara rather than the piece of jewelry she originally aimed for. Elizabeth II simply refused the royal bride a piece of jewelry she deemed inappropriate for her grandson's wedding. What was the point? According to royal historian Robert Lacey, Meghan wanted to wear a stunning tiara with emeralds and diamonds on her wedding day. Emeralds don't often feature at royal weddings, but a little later that year in 2018, the monarch's granddaughter Princess Eugenie walked to the wedding in a spectacular bandeau with diamonds and large green stones, revealing one of the most memorable royal wedding looks. However, the Queen did not allow Meghan to take the emerald tiara, giving her another precious headpiece. In the Battle of the Brothers, William and Harry, Friendship and Enmity, Robert Lacey writes, unconfirmed by the palace, but not refuted, we are told that the Queen felt she had to say no to Meghan's first choice, a beautiful emerald headdress that was said to have come from Russia. It was a code of confidential origin, which meant that the treasure was one of those that had fallen into the Windsors' hands through unspecified, if not devious, channels, and at an unknown price, after the Russian Revolution. The royal historian continued, there was a scandal associated with it. For this reason, the emerald tiara was rarely, if ever, on public display, and it would not have suited the palace or Meghan herself that spring if newspapers began to speculate about which royal person wore the tiara and how she was murdered. Robert made more statements in his book, stating that Prince Harry went ballistic when Meghan told him that she might not get her preferred tiara. Unfortunately, Harry's ignorance of both history and family traditions meant that he did not understand this subtlety, Lacey wrote. Journalists Omid Scobie and Caroline Durand also addressed the story in their book titled, In Search of Freedom, Harry and Meghan and the Making of the Modern Royal Family. The authors wrote that there was no tension between Meghan and Elizabeth, but there were disagreements between Harry and the monarch's co-star Angela Kelly. In the end, Harry had to talk to his grandmother about the situation. And she got her way, reporters wrote. A source close to the prince said nothing could dissuade Harry from believing that someone in the old guard at the palace just doesn't like Meghan and will stop at nothing to make her life difficult. Omid later spoke about the situation on television. In August 2020, he told the Royal Beat on True Royalty TV, Harry had to step in. He called his grandmother and said, I don't know what the hell is going on. But this woman has to help my future wife. Afterward, journalist Dan Wootton said Harry's behavior was a shocking outburst, and that he yelled at the Queen. Scobie claimed that he did not utter the word shouted. Since then, Sussex has never appeared in tiaras in public again.